everybody, it's Jewelyn. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my home here in Santa Monica, California. It is the day before I head out to Egypt and it's been pretty much pouring rain the last 2 days, with the rain just stopping right now. I had to take the opportunity to go ahead and film for the channel because tomorrow's my last day here. I will be flying out in the afternoon tomorrow. I will be doing one video tomorrow when I'm home from work before I jump on the plane, which I'm really excited about. So stay tuned for that video. Before I go ahead and plant up just a few plants, I wanted to go ahead and talk about the one new thing that I'm adding to my plant collection. So here it is. This is my newest macrame hanger and this is my first double hanger. I love when the macrame and the bead work is on that cream neutral side. So this is like the look that I go for. And I love the bead here. So there's two here. If you look, there's one plant that could fit here, which I'm kind of interested to see what I'm going to put here. And then here's the second one. I'm gonna go to Daiso Japan after this to pick up more S-hooks and little things that I need for my trip, and I'm hoping that they might maybe even have more planters, so we'll see. I wanted to go ahead and share my latest hanger. I did order this one off of Amazon, so it will be up on my Amazon store if you're interested. My affiliated link is in my description box. So in today's video, I wanted to go ahead and use up the last two planters that I got from Daiso Japan the other day. And at the time when I was filming my last Planting with Jewelyn episode, I couldn't think off of the top of the head what plants needed to be planted up. There are a handful of plants in my collection that has been sitting on the side waiting for the perfect planter and plant combination. So I'm hoping in time when I come back and with the growing season here, there will be more planter options, probably in Las Vegas because that's where I tend to get all of my planters. And for the most part, the planters that I get here in Los Angeles all come from Daiso Japan. That's just the trend that I've been seeing. I can't believe I'm doing a planting video right now because everything is soaking wet. With that being said, and I know a lot of people asked in the comments who's going to be taking care of your plants, and nobody's taking care of my plants. It rained the last 2 days, so therefore I'm not going to water my plants tomorrow, which was the original plan A. I usually always water my plants right before I leave my house for any trip. That includes Vegas, and then as soon as I come back, I'll go ahead and water all the plants. So I'm not worried about my plants at all. The only thing I do worry about are my cacti babies behind me, that hopefully they don't get root rot, because 3 of my sansevieras in my patio, the last time it rained heavy 2 weeks in a row, I lost 3 sansevieras. So I want to go ahead and replace those. Once I replace those sansevieras, I'll go ahead and do my sansevieria collection because that's one of the collections I'm really proud of and that I'm working on. With Jewelyn, part of today's video, I wanted to go ahead and put my rescue anthuriums that I got in San Gabriel with my grandma into the last 2 terracotta planters that I picked up at Daiso Japan. And I'll head back to Daiso, and who knows, maybe I might pick up more planters. I don't know when they get their shipments in. And for anybody who doesn't know what Daiso is, it is a $1.50 store. It's a Japanese brand. They have it all over the world, and they have one maybe about 3 miles or so from me. And I love going into that store. I love getting things for my bullet journal and just things for planting, and they have so many things that you can go in there and get. And I think I'd rather have Daiso Japan over the 99-cent store or the dollar store because they have a lot of cute stationery things. So let's go ahead and plant up the 2 rescues, and also you can see how well they're doing in the collection. So I want to say thank you to my grandma. She's potted up all of my little cuttings and everything is in my greenhouse. I'll probably go ahead and maybe show you what the greenhouse looks like set up. I have all of my propagated babies that I am selling all in the greenhouse, and they'll stay there while I am away. So here is the first rescue. As you can see, it doesn't really look like a rescue. It's nice and full. There's lots of growth here, and I see like the newest one popping through. Do you see how cute that is? And I love how all of the plants are nice and wet from the rain. Right now, my whole patio is filled with plants, and they have been showered on the last 2 days, and I'm pretty sure they're really happy. So this might be a very dirty planting with Jewelyn just because everything is wet. But I figure why not go ahead and plant these up before I leave. So I have my potting tray out here because my whole patio is pretty much taken up with plants. I'm gonna go ahead and just loosen up the root system here. This is my first anthurium in my collection. This would be a perfect little keepsake for my grandma and I, just kind of to remember our time together, because she is going home when we get back from Egypt, and she won't be back up here until maybe June, July. So we bought these together. And in Hawaii, anytime I went home, I would always take my grandma to our local farmers market in Hilo, in downtown Hilo, and we would pick up cut anthuriums and we would take it to the countryside, and I would drive my grandma out there every time to go and put flowers on her parents' graves, her brother and sister's graves, and that was something that we used to do every time I come home to visit her and my grandpa. So with that being said, I thought this was the perfect plant to just kind of remember my time in Hawaii, because ever since my papa passed away, I'm no longer going back home to Hawaii as much as I would, because I was going home for the holidays to spend time with them. So this was my first holiday season, Christmas season, not going back home to Hawaii, and it was the first Christmas that my grandma actually didn't spend in Hawaii. So it was definitely a different tradition for us this year. My papa's passing, I always try to find different traditions. So and especially with this past month in December, it was my grandparents' 60th wedding anniversary and their first wedding anniversary without my papa here. So I surprised her with a beautiful fine dining dinner at this cute restaurant called The Little Door, and it's in the heart of Los Angeles. I took her there, and and when we arrived there, she didn't know the reason why we were going to dinner, and she was about to open the door to the restaurant, which there is no name on the restaurant door, and it's just a brown wooden door. I said, "Do you know why we're having dinner tonight?" And she goes, "No." And it says your anniversary dinner, happy 60th wedding anniversary. And I cried and she cried. It was just so nice to be able to spend that time with my grandma, do something special for her and treat her like the queen she is. And then during our dessert portion of the dinner, and we did the fixed menu. I love tasting menus. My mom FaceTimed us, and I presented my grandma with a card and 2 presents that my mom had sent me back home with. And then I read the card to my grandma, and then I let her open up the first gift, which was a necklace with 2 hearts, a rose gold heart and a diamond heart. And you'll see in the pictures that we take, she's wearing it, an infinity 2 hearts. And I put that on her. And then the second gift was a photo framed of my grandparents over one of the Christmases I went home to. So it was just a very special time in December to remember their 60th wedding anniversary. I remember 10 years ago, I went back home to Hawaii and I belly danced and I did hula and Tahitian for their 50th wedding anniversary, and that was very special for us. So also on top of that, it was my papa's first birthday without him on the 28th. So December was a really hard month for our family because it was my grandparents' 60th wedding anniversary and my papa's, he would have been 83 years old, his birthday plus Christmas all in the same month, and it's the first time without him. So it's definitely something I wanted to just do for my grandma and treat her to something nice. And I'm not gonna have her up here with me for too long. We'll have half a day home in Santa Monica, and then we're gonna head back to Las Vegas where Ebby is with my mom, and my grandma will fly out of Las Vegas back to Hawaii. So I'm glad I was able to spend all of the time that I had with my grandma here and doing things for the channel in Arizona and in Santa Monica. So grandma, thank you so much for supporting my channel, and I definitely do not take for granted all of the amount of time and energy she has put and invested into the channel. So thank you so much. So now when I look at these anthuriums, I'll just remember our time together and the first couple of months without my papa, and just kind of reminds me of 2018. So got this planted up, and I think that works out great. So here's the other rescue that we got, which is actually was $1 more than the first one, and it's smaller, but look at it. I mean, to me it doesn't look like a rescue, so you just never know. I hope this inspires you to check your local garden center for clearance plants, because my plant adventure series, I want to do more things for that series, doing cool things, rescuing plants, and who knows what's going to happen in the upcoming 2019. So stay tuned for that. But I mean, what a deal. I've never bought anthurium, so I don't know what the going rate is. I know they can get super expensive. Some anthuriums I see going for at least, I don't know, $30 or so is the going rate that I normally see anthuriums here. Okay. So none of my plants will get watered because it's been raining the last 2 days really hard, and they all got a nice shower. So I'm glad that I don't have to worry about watering the whole collection, because that was definitely part of tomorrow's routine, was taking care of the plant babies, making sure everybody gets enough water while I'm away. And as soon as I arrive back here, I'll go ahead and continue with my regular watering schedule. And then when I'm back here, I will go ahead and take care of them as soon as I get home and give them water again. The only thing I'm worried about is my cacti getting too much water because, again, like my sensitive areas, I lost 3 the last time it rained hard. That made me really upset. Do one more section here. I probably wore like the wrong top with the rain and dealing with soil. Everything's wet. Okay. So I am going to leave this as is. This is the current look here. I think that looks good. And I will definitely go ahead and wash my hands and I'll be right back. So here's a different point of view. I'm right in the front of my patio door. If you look behind me, here is my Brazilian philodendron, which I love having right here. So here is my new hanger and I think it looks absolutely adorable. I just popped these in, and this is my philodendron micans and my neon philodendron. So I wanted to go ahead and put 2 philodendrons here, and I think it'd be super cool to see what they look like trailing out of this. So when I am home, this will definitely be the focal point as you walk in. I love it a lot. Before I go ahead and wrap up the video, there's a few things I want to do. I am leaving to Egypt tomorrow, so I wanted to go ahead and pick the last 2 winners of my part 3 and 4 of my patio tour, which is going to be my pink apron and my blue apron. So I want to go ahead and pick the winner of part 3 of my plant tour, and that is my pink apron. So I have all of the names in here, and I'm gonna go ahead and pick one. I will also reach out to whoever I pick today on Instagram in a direct message, and I would like to ship these out today as well. So we'll see how fast I can get these out. So the winner of our first apron, which is the pink apron, is Simply Alicia. So I have your apron here. I'm going to reach out to you in a direct message. Hopefully you'll be able to respond back so I can go ahead and ship it out to you today before I leave. There's a lot of action going on. So before there's any more noises in the background, we got the birds, we got the gardener. I want to pick the last winner, so part 4, and this is going to be for my blue apron. So our second winner is Flora Tran. So you are the winner for the last giveaway, which is my blue apron. Thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. I'm so sorry about the noise. I have the gardener, I have the birds. There's a lot going on right now. So I'll go ahead and I'll reach out to you guys in a direct message. Hopefully I'll be able to send these out today. And stay tuned because I am doing more giveaways throughout the year. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It's definitely a little bit of everything. I went ahead and shared my brand new planter, and I actually filled it quite fast. I knew that was gonna happen. I think if I had 10 hangers, I could easily fill them up. We'll see what I can do for this part of my patio. I would love to have the whole side of the patio filled with planters. We'll see how much weight that thing can hold. But for now, when I'm home, this is going to be the vibes as you enter my space. I'm glad I was able to put the anthuriums, the rescue anthuriums, into the new terracotta planters that I had. And I knew at the time when I purchased them that they were gonna fill right away. So glad I was able to do that for them, and they look so cute. And I think it was like the perfect time to go ahead and fill them. And to top off today's video, I chose 2 of my winners, which is part 3 and 4. Part 1 and 2, I did it on my Instagram stories. So stay tuned for more upcoming Planting with Jewelyn episodes. I really enjoyed planting. I thought I wasn't gonna be able to do anything for the channel today because it was raining hard yesterday and today. But one thing I do love about the rain is that it saves me from watering my plants, and hopefully none of my plants get root rot because I'm really scared about my sensitive areas, if anything, because I lost 3 when it rained hard last month. So we'll see. I will definitely not have to water any of my plants before I leave, which is a bonus for me because that was actually part of tomorrow's task after work before I head to the airport. And tomorrow, because I don't have to water any of my plants because of the heavy rain, I'm gonna do a special little fun episode for Planting with Jewelyn, so stay tuned for that. I'll go ahead and film that after work before I head to the airport. And that will be my last video here in my space until I come back. I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was a little bit of everything. And before I go ahead and end today's video, I wanted to do today's Plant Friend shout out, highlighting a comment that stuck to me today. And actually this was posted up today about 2 hours ago. And this was on my recent California Collective plant haul. And it says here, Charlie's son left this, and I think it's so cute. I want to go ahead and share it. So it says here, good morning, Jewelyn. Wow, such beautiful plants. Love your pom-pom spider plant cheer song. Love your Bob Marley plant also. You should get 3 little birds to put near the plant, and don't worry, everything is going to be all right. I love that. So thank you so much, Charlie's son, for leaving such a cute comment that definitely made me laugh. And I can't help but have fun with my plants and give them quirky names, and especially my pom-pom spider plant. I just couldn't help it. When I picked it up right away, I was like, these remind me of pom-poms. I was a cheerleader in high school, so right away I was like, I have to come up with a cheer, and it came up to my head, plants, plants. And yeah, thank you guys so much for leaving comments. So stay tuned, leave a comment down below. You never know who's gonna be on the next Plant Friend shout out. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you're new, welcome to my channel. Hit the bell and subscribe button to be notified whenever I do an upload. I will try to get videos up every couple of days while I'm away from Egypt. But normally when I'm here, I do daily uploads on this channel. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. I can't wait. I am heading to Egypt. I'm gonna finish up packing for my trip, which I'm really excited about. So stay tuned on my vlog channel, Miss Jewelyn. All of my travel vlog content will be there. I'll see you guys soon, and I'll see you tomorrow for my last Planting with Jewelyn episode before I head to the airport. Until next time, aloha from Santa Monica, California. Bye.